Sam jogged the circle hall, earbuds in his ears. He passed by several new aliens walking from the trade hall to the restaurants. One was wearing a yellow robe and moving on a mat of tentacles through the mist. The other was about 4 feet tall, covered in a carapace, and moving on S-series of undulating spindle legs. "Pardon me," Sam said as he went around them. The taller robed figure grunted without translation. The noise made Sam's head hurt. Sam touched his forehead and kept jogging. A little down the passage and he shook it off. "Orbit!" "Yes, sir." "Who were those two I just passed?" "Traders. So far they sold their waste tanks, a container of water, and I bought some computer hardware off of them. They have been spending their money over at the shops. Appears they bought a souvenir coffee plant and some Sam dolls." "Anything neat about the computer gear?" "The way it is configured is intriguing. Backwards, yet with heightened function." "Backwards?" "Yes, they managed to get the qubit spin to operate omnidirectional. Offers me some intriguing possibilities." "I'll take your word." Sam was still jogging as he talked. "Any other news of the day?" "Firebottom came by while you slept. I converted the shipment into alloy. I took our cut and started construction on a new arm with the box spiders." "Any thoughts on how we can get another core?" "I have, sir." "What did you come up with?" "I talked it over with my sister. With the advent of the Twain Transportation Group, the business booming on the station, and Clam Coin taking off, we think that we could create an exchange." "Like a stock exchange?" "Yes. We could sell shares and use that as leverage to purchase a second energy core." "What about a bank? We could open a bank too." "That is a good idea, sir. We could house it on the new arm. We have enough power to fund quite a few more rooms before the second core would be necessary." "Yes. The consortium had a good point. This is new human space. We could harbor offshore accounts for different species. I want to call it the First United Bank of Humanity. What do you think?" "Sounds as good as any, sir." "So you two have been spying on everyone?" "Yes, sir." "Why do you bring it up?" "I've been in a slump. I miss home a lot. I think I need to step it up, though. I need to know about who we are dealing with. Be more proactive." "We agree, sir. You are an ambassador for our species." "So, do you have any good gossip?" "Oh, yes, sir. I have been saddened you have never asked. Where to start? Guachuk has an arsenal of weapons illegal in most of the great armed societies. He trades them with pirates." "Pirates? Are we under threat?" "No, sir. I monitor their communications. Part of Guachuk's deals are to keep them out of this sector, unless they're coming here to trade." "What kind of weapons?" "Beam, missiles, some nuclear-capable loads, hard light guns, basic standard early Earth weaponry." "Anything we can upgrade the station with?" "I've been eyeing a deflector array and some railguns, sir. He has a real pretty one that rivals the R-10 slug launcher we had on the Callistode. I will stop by later and inquire about it. I don't like the idea of pirates. We need to be better armed." "I agree, sir. Any other juicy gossip?" "You are on your way to the greenhouse, are you not, sir?" "Yes, I am almost there. You should ask the preserver about the Infinigans." "Infinigans?" "Yes, sir." Sam stopped in front of the tunnel leading into the greenhouse dome. "All right, I'll ask." Sam entered the greenhouse. Green alien vines grew up the far wall like veins. A wave of humidity hit him in the face. "Preserver, are you here?" A voice on the far side spoke up. "Over here, Sam." Sam walked over and stood beside a long container as the preserver knelt down planting seedlings. "What are those?" "I'm not sure. Whatever plant makes something you call tomato paste." "Oh my God, tomatoes!" Sam knelt down, looking at the small plant and its upper-lobed leaves. "This is a game changer. This is a good plant?" "Yes, I love tomatoes. They are good for all sorts. I used to love a drink that had them, and also they're good on sandwiches." "Sandwiches? One day I will make one for you." Sam smiled. "We got a plan for getting another energy core. Your zoo is on the agenda once we get it." The preserver bobbed. "This is good news." Sam watched as he watered the row of seedlings. "What are the Infinigans?" "A race that angered my people," the preserver said, still focused on watering the plants. They stole from one of our prominent preservers. They took from his collection, so we eradicated them. Wait, what? What do you mean eradicated? It is okay, Sam. We have them preserved in our files. The preserver got up and walked over to a cart full of seedlings and started pushing it to the next empty bed. Sam followed. What did you do to them? Was simple modification. Our fry learn it within their first year. We implemented the Liorgwat fungus, modified it to bind to their air intake tract, and they were eradicated within 3 cycles. All of them? Yes. How many is that? Unsure, but theirs was a quite large moon around a gas giant. A few billion, potentially. You just described planetary genocide. Holy fuck! Sam took a step back. Holy fucking shit! The preserver paused and focused on Sam. What is wrong, Sam? They committed the wrongest of wrongs. They stole something from you? What could they have taken that condemned their whole species? Their people stole numerous animals from a preservation site. Why did they take the animals? They were hungry, it seemed. They butchered them and ate them. What was special about the animals? I don't think I'm understanding. The beasts were not theirs. They took them from us. We were preserving them. Sam looked around the greenhouse. So if I took one of these plants, you would kill all humans? No, just you. The rest of your kind are at an unknown location. Sam got in the preserver's face, standing an inch from him. Sam shook in anger as he pointed his twitching hand at the creature. I don't know. I want to break you right now. I have done nothing to you, Sam. Why are you threatening me? You just threatened me. You just threatened my people. You were expressing a hypothetical. Were you threatening to actually take some of my plants? No. I don't want your fucking plants. The preserver looked over at the tomatoes. I thought you wanted to make a sandwich. I don't understand. You can't wipe out a species for stealing something, especially for stealing some animals when they are hungry. You can't threaten to kill someone for something so minor. What don't you understand? I am a preserver. It is not minor. Our lives are spent preserving. To steal something preserved is deserving of death. It is counter to life, and their species isn't wiped out. They are preserved. I do not understand your actions, Sam. And I don't understand yours. Sam walked toward the exit. I gotta get out of here before I hurt you. Yes, please do. I do not wish to be harmed presently. Sam let the door shut behind him and took a few deep breaths with his eyes closed. He put his earbuds back in his ears and began jogging again. The image of smashing the preserver's head kept flicking around in his mind. Sam made it to his quarters and stripped down. He turned on the shower and got it running warm. Orbit? Yes, sir. Did I misunderstand the preserver? Did he and his kind really wipe out an entire species over killing some animals? Sam got into the shower and let the water start running over him. Yes, sir. All records I found so far point to it as being true. That is why I offered that as gossip. That's more than gossip. Yes, and you needed to know. I don't understand. How can that be justified? Are they crazy? Are we in danger with him aboard? Sir, humanity has committed numerous genocides for far less. No, there has always been a reason. Even if they were bad, there were reasons. Burning witches, killing Jews, cutting people up for organs. Are any of those reasons as flimsy as theft? I would argue his species had more reason than most genocides humans have committed. He was so cold. It didn't even cross his mind that there was anything wrong with it. Humanity wiped out half of all known species on the planet out of negligence, sir. No one was prosecuted. No one was deemed evil over it. It was an occurrence that we all were accountable for, with no damnation invoked. He is an alien, sir. His ways do not align at all with ours. I can't believe I was so nice to someone who had been a part of something so awful. The data I have from his computers indicate that his kind hold preserving DNA samples and organisms as near divine. To hinder that, to steal as he says, would be considered blasphemy of the highest order. Humans have burned cities for gods. I believe his god is the preserving of life data. Sam lathered himself and began scrubbing. He said the species was preserved. Think he can bring them back as he did with the plants? I do believe he could, sir. I want you to get the data on the Infinigan species. He may consider it stealing, sir. Ask him for it. It seems if we ask, he is polite enough to share. Yes, sir. Sam stood in the shower for many minutes more. Sam was sitting at his desk in his office, staring at the now cold cup of coffee. Sir, the preserver has arrived. Send him in. The preserver cantered around in a circular motion to the opposite side of the desk. It looked at the bench set there and maneuvered over it. Sam nodded. The preserver sat down on the bench. Preserver, I lost quite a bit of sleep over what you told me yesterday. Why did you lose sleep? There. That is what I have been pondering over. Sam sat up straighter in his chair. We can talk to one another, but we don't really understand each other. I sit here in my station and have thought I could judge those who come here, but I can't. My rules, my morals are not yours. So I have come up with some amendments to our deal. You wish to revoke your proposal? I debated it, but no. You have proven very useful to me. This is what I want. First, you do not kill or harm anyone aboard this station without me directly asking you to. Do you understand? Yes. Repeat it then. I am not to kill or harm anyone aboard your station without your direct asking me to. Good. I will hold you to that. You break that, I kill you. Do you understand? Yes. Second, before I build you any zoo or fund any more projects, we are going to build a habitat worthy of the Infinigan, and then you are to raise 20 broods up to adulthood. Do you understand? They are filthy. That is unwise. Your station will become a stink pool. I advise against it. We actually have a cesspool. We have a bathroom capable of handling numerous species. The SFP have been handling that just fine. Sam stood up. You can either do as I have told you, or you can leave. The preserver tilted its torso back and forth for a moment. Preservation in flesh is held in higher esteem than preservation as data. That is a fundamental. My honor will be diminished for bringing back such creatures, but to have the zoo you promised will far overshadow such a diminishing. I agree to these terms. Good. Sam turned toward the side door. Curator, come in. She entered wearing a red checkered sundress and matching red flip-flops. Yes, sir. The preserver has agreed to the terms. Your new mission is to assist me in designing a habitat and getting it up and running. After that, I want you to oversee him creating and raising the Infinigan with the end goal of recolonizing their home moon. The preserver stood up, straightened to its full height. You cannot do this. It took a century to repair their world. Sam walked around the desk and stared up into the preserver's eyes. Their world, buddy. Theirs. The preserver was overwhelmed with the waves of pheromones coming from the human. He cowed down to his normal height. My people will not go along with this course of action. 3 box spiders entered the room and hopped onto the desk. We'll see, Sam said as he crossed his arms and leaned against the desk, the spiders moving out of his way. Construction of the Infinigan habitat was completed within 3 weeks.